Good morning, everyone. Namaste. We are going to be reading out of my Letting Go book, Pathway to Surrender. I absolutely love this book by David R. Hawkins. And we're still on the chapter 2, The Mechanism of Letting Go. And we're on feeling and stress. There is so much attention and publicity given to the subject of stress without a real understanding of its essential nature. It is said that we are more stress-prone than ever. What is the essential cause of stress? Certainly, it is not external precipitating factors. They are merely examples of the mechanism we described as projection. It is they or it that is thought to be the culprit, when in fact we are feeling is merely the letting of the inner pressure of repressed emotions. It is the repressed feelings that are making us vulnerable to the stress. Absolutely. So something that I can vouch for is if you suppress your emotions throughout your life, you are shoving them up into your subconscious, especially traumatic experiences. You're shoving them up into your subconscious, and it is coming out in your actions, your words. That's why to make fun of somebody who is not, handling themselves properly, it's due to the fact that they're shoving the trauma up into their subconscious. So those people need love more than anyone. But sometimes throughout your life, those emotions will start to come out when your body starts to feel like it's prepared to deal with it. So that is where a lot of it also can come from. The real source of stress is actually internal. It is not external as people would like to believe. The readiness to react with fear, for instance, depends on how much fear is already present within to be triggered by the stimulus. The more fear we have on the inside, the more our perception of the world is changed to a fearful, guarded expect. To a fearful person, this is a world of a terrifying place. To the angry person, this world is chaos of frustration and vexation. To the guilty person, it is a world of temptation and sin, which they see everywhere. What we are holding inside colors our world. If we let go of guilt, we will see innocence. However, a guilt-ridden person will only see evil. The basic rule is that we focus on what we have repressed. I say the basic rule should be focus on what you have going on in yourself and don't worry about what anyone else has going on in their self, okay? Because at the end of the day, you came here to heal yourself and find joy, love, and happiness. And by focusing on other people, which is what most people do because they do not want to deal with what they have going on in themselves. So talking about people, judging people, ridiculing people, laughing about people, that is all a tactic that our society uses so that we don't focus on the problems that exist within. But focusing on the problems that exist within is what is going to get you to a place of peace and love and happiness. The other one is just going to bring you karma. So I don't know why anybody would want that one. To the guilty person is a world of temptation and sin. Stress results from accumulated pressure of our repressed and suppressed feelings. The pressure seeks relief, and so external events only trigger what we have been holding down, both consciously and unconsciously. The energy of our blocked off feelings reemerge through our autonomic nervous system and causes a pathological changes leading to disease process. A negative feeling instantly causes a loss of 50% of our body's muscle strength and also narrows our vision both physically and mentally. Stress is our emotional reaction to precipitating factors or stimulus. Stress is determined by our belief system and their associated emotions, pressure. It is not the external stimulus what is causes of stress, but our degree of reactivity. The more surrounded we are with, less prone we are to stress. The more surrendered we are, the less prone we are to stress. So the more you just surrender to the circumstance, like when I broke my ankle, I fought it and I tried to remain in control, and it was horrific on me. And then the moment that I realized I couldn't handle it anymore, I surrendered it to God, and it went much quicker and easy. So the reason why you are encountering stressful situations is because you're still trying to control every aspect of that, when you need to surrender it to God, the universe, source, whoever it is you believe in. Many stress reduction programs offered today miss the essential point. They try to relieve the after effects of stress rather than remove the cause of the stress itself. They concentrate on the external events. This is like trying to reduce a fever without correcting the infection. Exactly. For instance, muscle tension is the aftermath of anxiety, fear, anger, and guilt. Of course, in these techniques, a muscle relaxation is going to be very limited benefit. It would be far more effective instead to remove the source of the underlying tension, which is repressed and suppressed anger, fear, guilt, or other negative feelings. And when we studied this in my master's in psychology, anger isn't even an actual emotion. Anger is just sadness that is repressed. So when people are lashing out in anger, it is not due to the fact that they are angry people. It is due to the fact that they have trauma within them that they have not healed. So we want to send them light and love, and because they need it the most. So I love you all. I hope this helps, and namaste.